Milwaukee Brewers slugger Ryan Braun had his 50-game performance-enhancing drug suspension overturned by baseball. But does his acquittal mean he's totally exonerated? Hey everybody, it's Paulie. Welcome back to This Week in Red, where we're talking all things Red Sox and Major League Baseball. So Major League Baseball this week overturned Ryan Braun's 50-game suspension for performance-enhancing drugs. And to me, just because they overturned the suspension and quote-unquote acquitted Braun doesn't exonerate him from the process. To me, Ryan Braun is guilty. He fully admitted that his sample was positive, but that he got off because there was a technicality in terms of the transport of the sample. Was it tampered with? Was it not transported properly? Was protocol followed? Again, he got off on a technicality. So to me, Ryan Braun right now needs to pipe down and stop saying, I'm innocent of these charges, let's move on and let's play baseball. Listen, I agree. It is time to move on and play baseball with Ryan Braun. Major League Baseball made its decision. They're not happy with it, but you know what? They appointed the arbitrator to move this process along, and he decided what he decided. It was the first time in 13 of these cases that the player won. Baseball's outraged. Well, baseball should be outraged that their drug program, to me, is a joke. We've talked about this before. I can't take their drug program on any level seriously until they have a blood test for HGH. Yes, they found Braun out, but to me it's because of stupidity more than anything else that he produced a positive sample. These players are very meticulous. They know how to beat tests. And if they don't strengthen the drug program in baseball, it's just going to go on like this down the road. And to me, it's a sham. As for on the field, and for the Brewers, this is great news. I mean, losing Prince Fielder in the offseason and potentially losing your MVP candidate for the first 50 games of the season would pretty much destroy your season right from the get-go. But now Braun will be back in the fold with the Brewers. And as a result, I don't think the Brewers had as disastrous an offseason as they could have had. Losing Fielder is going to be big. You know, they lost their best player. They lost their identity as a franchise. They've now got to build that identity around Ryan Braun and some other players, but particularly Braun. That's going to be a tough chore with him coming off this positive urine sample and him going around saying how innocent he is. Ryan, just because you're acquitted of something doesn't mean it exonerates you from the process. If you produced a positive sample, you're guilty in the eye of the public, but you got off on a technicality. Just leave it at that and move on. So what do you guys think? What does it mean for the Brewers? And what do you think about Ryan Braun's attitude about this whole thing when the drug suspension was lifted? Thanks for watching. Don't forget to subscribe and tell all your friends about This Week in Red.